ARM Processor Fundamentals by Jagdish Sarode. So what is the learning objective of this out of class activity? The learning objective of this activity is understand the following ARM processor fundamentals. First fundamental of this ARM processor is ARM nomenclature. So what is the nomenclature of the ARM? Then features of the ARM 7 TDMI and ARM processor modes. So what are the different processor modes this ARM supports? So these are the learning objective of this activity. So what is ARM nomenclature? So ARM uses the following nomenclature to describe the processor implementation. The letters and the numbers, these numbers and these letters after the ARM word indicates the processor features. So these letters and numbers gives the different features of the ARM processor. As the different ARM processor have different features, the letters and numbers in the nomenclature get differ. So here X, Y, Z, these are the numbers and it indicates the family of that ARM processor. So X number at the position X gives the family of the ARM processor. Number Y represents memory management of the ARM processor, and letter Z indicates the cache information of the ARM processor. So XYZ, these are the numbers. For example, here it is given ARM 7 TDMI. This 7 number indicates the family of the ARM processor. The other features or nomenclature are TDMI. So what is the meaning of T? T indicates the thumb 16-bit decoder. So when it is having if the nomenclature of the ARM processor contains T letter, it means it supports the thumb instruction set. D for debug. So it is having a JTAG debug facility. M stands for fast multiplier. So that processor is having the multiplier facility or feature present in that. I stands for embedded in circuit emulator. So we can emulate the system. That facility is or feature is available in that processor. J stands for Jazzle. Jazzle is a 8-bit operator, 8-bit program execution facility, and F is a floating point unit. That unit is available in that processor, and we can operate on the floating point also. And S is a synthesizable version. So we can synthesize this processor in software, and we can find out the result obtained by this processor in the software itself. So this is regarding the nomenclature of the ARM processor. Then what are the major features of the ARM 7 TDMI processor? So here this ARM 7 TDMI, this is the nomenclature of the processor, and the processor which having this TDMI facility. What are the major features of this ARM 7 TDMI? It is a low power consumption and extended battery is one of the important feature of this processor. As you know that ARM processor is used in the embedded system, and embedded system works on the battery. So if the processor power consumption is less, we can extend the battery life, and this is one of the important feature of ARM processor, that it requires a low power consumption. Then second processor fundamental is major feature of this ARM 7 is high code density. Again, in embedded system, memory limitations is there. Okay, every embedded system is having a very less memory, and if large program is there, it cannot fit into the memory, less memory. So processor code, if the processor code density is high, we can fit a large program into a small memory, and ARM processor is having this feature. It is having a high code density, hence a large program can be fit into a small constraint of the memory, and this is one of the important feature of this ARM7. Then next feature is reduced area of a die. ARM processor is having a very less area of its die, and hence it can fit into a very small embedded system. The size of the processor is very small, and we can design a compact, very compact embedded system by using this ARM7 TDMI processor. It is having debug technology, hardware debug technology is also available. This D stands for the debug technology, and this feature is also available in the ARM7 TDMI, and it supports slow and low cost memory devices. In legacy or old type of system, if you want to connect with this ARM processor, then this ARM processor can support the slow and low cost memory devices of the old system, and this is also one of the major feature of this ARM7 TDMI processor. Then the most important feature of this ARM7 TDMI processor is it is not a pure RISC architecture. In pure RISC architecture, each and every instruction is of fixed machine cycle, but in ARM7 TDMI architecture, certain instructions are of variable machine cycle. So it doesn't support a exact RISC architecture. Because of this feature, it is having a variable machine cycle, and because of this variable machine cycle, it differs from the pure RISC architecture. Variable machine cycle is a feature of CISC architecture, and this CISC architecture feature is available in this ARM7 TDMI, and hence this ARM7 TDMI doesn't support, or you can say it doesn't have a pure RISC architecture. In next point is ARM7 TDMI processor having a inline barrel shifter, and inline barrel shifter, whatever the arithmetic instruction, it is already pre-processed in this ARM barrel shifter. It supports 16-bit thumb instruction set to allow the execution of the 16-bit instruction. Also, conditional instructions are executed. Conditional execution means suppose any flag is set, carry flag is set, then only you execute this instruction. Parity flag is set, then only you execute this instruction. So such conditional execution is also supported by this ARM7 TDMI. Then the standard instruction set of this ARM7 TDMI is also having a DSP instruction. So directly digital signal, some digital signal can be executed up to some amount directly on the ARM7 TDMI processor, and this is one of the feature of this ARM7 TDMI processor. Then references of this is Schloss, a ARM system developer guide by Schloss is the reference. Thank you.